welcome to episode number 65 of the Nonsense Review. I am your host, as always, Devon, and joining me equally as always is Rick.
Hello, everybody.
And today we are on our second to last, penultimate, if you will, episode of our May the 4th month, because we're idiots. And today we're going to be watching Solar Opposites. But before we get into that, those of you familiar with the podcast know what we like to do is, before we actually get into the review, is just briefly talk about our weeks and things that have gone on in the wide world. So to that end, Rick, how's your week been, buddy?
Well, not a lot has happened to me in real life, but out in the wider world, I can talk about two things that are video game related. One of them is that the Warner Brothers overall crossover game has been announced. It's going to be free to play. It's called Multiversus. It's got everything from Garnet to Arya Stark.
If I recall correctly, there is a great trailer of Garnet decking SpongeBob.
Sounds about right. I know Taz is in it. I know Shaggy. I know most of the standard Warner Brothers license of DC characters are in it. But the one that people are actually annoyed about is the Iron Giant, whose entire shtick is, I don't want to be violent. I don't want to be a weapon of war.
Okay, but it's a video game. Fucking grow up.
Yeah. He would be much better as a judge, you know? But still.
As a stage hazard.
Yeah.
Because he's big.
He's big. He doesn't mean to hurt people, but he fucking will.
Yeah.
He weighs an order of magnitude more tons than you can fathom.
Yeah, like every time news about this game comes out, it just feels like we're devolving deeper and deeper into some weird fever dream.
Yeah, like the article that I read was all complaining about how everything just seems to be blending together into a big grey goo of multiverse. Like everything is now in what's now the multiverse. And the person writing the article didn't like it. I don't give a shit. Like, you can always separate things just by focusing.
Like, well, that's always been a thing. It's always been a thing. People have always done that. Yeah. It's always been like, oh yeah, we can have a crossover between these because multiverse. It's always been a thing, especially in goddamn comics.
Like, even in the most recent Scooby-Doo movie, the villain is Dick Dastardly. He's not a Scooby-Doo villain, but it worked.
It's always dumb to get your panties in a bunch over that.
Yeah, but anyway, it's going to be free to play, so I'm probably going to check it out when it comes out.
I will also do that, but I also want to point out that something else that one of the developers has stressed over and over again is, please stop calling it a Smash killer. It is not.
They know it's not a Smash killer, it's just a Smash clone.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I just wanted to add that. Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. The other thing I wanted to talk about was the Warhammer 40k XCOM type game. I think it's called Chaos Gate Demon Hunters. By all rights, it's actually a pretty good XCOM clone and has such quality of life features that people hope it will be implemented in future XCOM type games. But the thing that has made the news is that they had a Twitch drop for certain in-game items. And these are not just skins, these are actual like weapon categories. And their reasoning was, oh, it's to raise awareness, except, you know, the people that want these things already have bought the game and therefore don't need to be advertised to by watching a 40, 80, 90 minute Angry Joe Twitch stream about the game that they already have. So they've apologized for that and now have released the items to everyone and say they're not going to do the same thing again.
Yeah, well, this I think comes with the territory of Games Workshop being absolute whores with their license.
Yeah. Like, it's one of those. You throw 100 darts, you're going to hit one dartboard. You throw 1,000,000 darts, you might hit a bullseye at one point. The thing is, there are so many fucking Warhammer games, most of which with colons in them, that it's difficult to roll the dice knowing how often you will have been burned if you've had Warhammer games in the past, just to see if this one might actually be good. And by all accounts, it is. So I might keep a finger on the pulse for when it comes on Humble Bundle or something.
I mean, it's one of those, isn't it, where you look at games and you go, now, what game can we put a skin on that would make a good game? Gears of War, we got Space Marine. Yeah. XCOM, we got this new thing. Why did they not do XCOM before now? It's so obvious. Because they don't want their video games to be too much like the tabletop games, because then people might stop playing the tabletop games.
Yeah, that's the thing. But yeah, that's pretty much all that I wanted to talk about with my week, my observations. How about you? How has your week been?
I watched a movie about the Cowboys called The Harder They Fall. It stars Idris Elba, and that is a good cowboy movie. Or should I say Western?
Well, as soon as you mention Idris Elba, it's bound to be something that's been made with effort.
Yeah, but at the same time, Netflix exclusive, so therefore maybe not.
It's one of those, like, Idris Elba gives his 110% every time, so he can make a bad movie enjoyable to watch for as long as he's in it.
Sure. But yeah, it's a good movie. It's an all-black cast.
Okay.
And, oh my days, I should not have laughed as much as I did at this joke, but it really fucking tickled me. They make the main character rob a bank, but he's got to rob a bank in a white town, and I'm like, oh, okay, I wonder, and they cut to the town. All the buildings are white, the sand is white, everything is white, and it says in brackets, it's a white town, and I'm like, I shouldn't find this as funny as I do, but that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
So I watched that. It's a good movie. It's on Netflix, so I highly recommend if you like your cowboy shit.
Yeah.
Moving on to the wide world. Let's go through these stories, shall we? I've been looking over the Twitter a little bit lately because of our promotional work.
Okay.
Kiara has been sharing a lot of romantic-esque images of her trip with Rain.
Oh, yeah. They went to the Maldives, I think.
Yeah, it's sickeningly cute, and I like how every VTuber who gets asked about it just goes, yeah, it's cute, let's move on with our lives.
Because they're all jelly that they didn't get invited.
But yeah, Kiara seems to make a lot of very close connections with the actors behind the VTubers, doesn't she?
Oh yeah, absolutely. She's very good at that. I think some people might say this is maybe why she's taken the foot off the gas with Takamori. Like, we're still able to ship it, but she says, okay, let's take this and dial it back a notch because it's just becoming all of both of our characters.
Yeah, but that's just it though, isn't it? That's what happens when you play a character.
Yeah, characters sometimes just do devolve into the one or two tropes that they embody the most. So yeah. But yeah, I've seen a couple of these things, and it does look cute.
The other thing I want to talk about is the She-Hulk trailer drop.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this.
Did you watch it?
No.
It's a 50-50 from me.
Okay.
There's some promising stuff in there. There's some stuff I'm not a massive fan of. The one thing with the trailer which I'm not a massive fan of is every time I've seen the character She-Hulk, she's always just had control over her She-Hulk abilities, and the trailer seems to imply that we're meeting the character before she can do that, which is weird to me.
Yeah, it's a weird one with that. Like, obviously there was her origin time in which, like, I know in the comics she gets a blood transfusion and she happens to get it from Bruce, and that's why she goes slightly green. Like, because it's less powerful, she's got it more under control from the get-go, but I don't know. I don't know much beyond that.
But yeah, all I'm saying is every story I've seen her in, she's already had ability. She can already just control it at will, so that's going to be weird. Although it does mean we're getting Bruce in this, so yeah, that's fun. Good. We're also getting the return of Tim fucking Roth, which about time.
Yeah. Emil Blonsky. Like, he was in the Shang-Chi movie as well for a little bit, wasn't he?
Yes, but only as Abomination.
Yeah, as a CGI Abomination.
This seems to be set at some point in the past, potentially, or we're going to get a flashback. It's very unclear. But yeah, it looks promising. A lot of people are really shitting on the CGI. Don't know why. Because, one, it looks fine. Two, you never get the final product in the trailer anyway.
No.
So, whatever. Poo babbies. Although that said, since this has come out, something has come to light to me, which I fucking hate exists.
Oh?
Have you heard of people complaining about the MCU?
I heard people moaning about that one shot in Avengers Endgame.
Oh, well, apparently it's worse than that.
Oh, no.
Every time any woman gets superpowers or a spotlight thrown on them, a barrage of videos and posts are made about, oh, god damn it, they always gotta make women more important than they are. It's like, this is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah.
I've not watched any of these videos. I can't be arsed. It's just gonna be hate.
For anyone that truly believes that way, yeah, you're not going to enjoy this podcast.
No, God, no. Moving on to a bit more local news.
Okay.
Margaret Thatcher's statue got revealed in her hometown, and about 10 minutes later, immediately got egged.
Yeah, good old egging the Margaret Thatcher.
Yeah, I don't mind bringing this up because I know Rick's of the same mindset of me. Not a lot of people like Margaret Thatcher, unless you're obscenely rich, in which case you love her because she wanted to kill the poor.
Yeah, I'm from the north.
Oh yeah, so you're doubling down on that shit.
I don't quite live in Sheffield, but it's not been the world-class power that it once was.
No.
Since Thatcher.
See, and again, just the briefest of brief history lessons for people who aren't necessarily from the UK. The reason why people don't like Margaret Thatcher, especially from the working class and below, is during her reign, she pretty much destroyed both the British steel and the British coal industry. Now, in hindsight, coal did need to go away for more ecological reasons. However, that is not why Margaret Thatcher got rid of it. She got rid of it because it wasn't profitable, and she did it in the worst way possible we're going to close these mines down now. No, we're not giving you an alternative source of income. You will now die.
Yep.
And that's the long and short of it. I'm glossing over a lot of factors, but that's basically the fundamental sticking point for why a lot of people, especially Northerners and Welshmen, don't like the bitch.
Yeah, and even if you weren't affected by that, then everybody who was a child at the time will still remember Thatcher, Milk Snatcher.
Yeah.
Because until then, it was part of British culture and written into law that you would get milk at school as a child. We still got it because apparently our school wanted to evoke the 1940s. Like, we even had milk monitors, and as you got old enough, you could actually actually be the milk monitor and carry a crate of milk between classrooms.
That's cool.
But yeah. Like, you've got time out of the class time to go do it, which, why wouldn't you? Because you're not going to fucking learn anything at first school, are you?
Yeah, it's like the AV kid.
Yeah. It's like you learn how to pick glue out of a dried up glue pot. That's about it.
Fuck Margaret Thatcher. We'll not talk about it because it happened before the podcast, but state funeral, fuck you. Moving on with our lives, shall we? Rick, this is not a wrestling podcast. I've got two stories here, one rather heartwarming, one that's just sad.
I always feel bad for laughing when you bring this up, but sometimes the stories are not ha-ha funny stories.
Yeah, we'll start with the sad story first. One Hacksaw Jim Duggan had his prostate removed about 6 months ago in order to combat prostate cancer, and unfortunately he made the announcement literally about 3 days ago that it has returned, and Jim Duggan's one of those guys who you don't hear nightmare stories about him being a dick back in the 70s and 80s when wrestlers were dicks.
Yeah, which is, it's uncharacteristic for, an entire subset of performers, in a good way.
And pretty much his announcement was they've called it in time that the radiotherapy he's going to go through should fix it. However, he's also had to sadly announce that he is cancelling some of his tour dates, to which everyone said, shut the fuck up, that is more than okay.
Yeah. I think both sides of that conversation are in the right. That he's good to keep people, his fans and so informed about these things, and his fans have had the correct response of, yeah, that is very definitely okay. Take care of yourself. We love you.
Moving on to the slightly more uplifting story. Sasha Banks and Naomi are the current, were the current WWE women's tag team champion.
Okay.
Citing creative differences, they walked out of Raw, leaving their title belts behind, saying that they're not performing anymore, and they've essentially walked out of the company.
That's interesting.
It's weird because this story got dropped, and pretty much everyone who follows wrestling had the same reaction of, wait, is this real or story? And it's become very clear that this is not story.
Yeah.
They essentially walked out and they said, we're not performing, we don't feel respected, and rightly so. I think I've already told you about one John Laurinaitis who wants to bring back the Diva era.
Yeah.
So it's one of those.
I remember my cousin having a Divas mag, and yeah, it was just a softcore magazine.
Yeah, the Diva era was, you're here to look pretty, not be good wrestlers. But yeah, hopefully this comes to something. I'm hoping the locker room, as it were, sort of goes, this is the right decision, and more people walk out. That probably won't happen, but I can only keep my fingers crossed. So, today, like I said, we are doing Solar Opposites for our May the 4th, because we're idiots. And, I think Rick has seen this, whereas I have not.
I have, and I kind of enjoyed it. So, that's kind of why I suggested it for this. So, if you're watching along with us, it's on Disney Plus under the Disney Star banner, so you will have to be over 16 or whatever. So, 3, 2, 1, and go. Yeah, this was originally on Hulu. And it was a Hulu original and exclusive.
Fair enough. This episode's called The Matter Transfer Away, by the way.
Yep. And if you've not noticed so far, then it's basically another Justin Roiland show.
That's the Rick and Morty fella, is it?
Yeah, it is. And you can also tell by the eyeballs.
Sure. Oh, yeah, because they're that weird fucking shape.
Yeah, the scribble dot. Yeah, the spaceship just stays there the entire time.
Yep, fair enough. It being a human-infested crap hole implies that there's humans in other parts of the universe.
Yep. So yeah, we've got the two blues are the aliens that don't want to be here, and the two greens are the aliens that do want to be here.
One thing I don't understand is why did he cause so many earthquakes about the world when he was tunneling straight down? So I assume they have some kind of gunk that will fix that.
Yep. Yeah, it's the standard Rick and Morty thing of the science guy can do anything.
Yep. I mean, that sounds like Rick talking right now.
More or less. Like, the reason that I enjoyed this was that it didn't have a lot of the baggage of Rick and Morty long-running jokes, you know?
How do they afford a house?
I think they just crashed on it and squatted.
But it says sold.
They might have forged that. Oh, he's growing back.
Yeah, they look like disgusting potatoes. Does he always wear the Dick Wolf shirt?
I don't know, actually. I don't actually pay attention to what it says on his shirt, but yeah, it's funny that you say potatoes because they are actually plant-based organisms.
Okay, well that makes sense then.
And a little spoiler for the end of season 2. They thought that everyone that they kill during the series would just sprout into a tree like they do.
Ah. Oh, this is just Rick and Morty, but in that universe.
Yep.
Yeah, good job.
Hmm. He gets double dunked. She's saying, don't be racist, we don't zap people, while Yumulek's already got the ray gun out.
Yeah, but more importantly, like, I'm pretty sure there's stories of real people in real schools, especially in the States, who suffer that exact form of racism.
Yeah. For being an illegal alien.
Well, not quite that on the nose, but you know.
Mm-hmm. I think this is the thing that they think that all TV is real.
Okay. Yeah, like children.
Yeah. Oh, the Darth Maul.
Oh yeah, Gretchen Darth Maul.
Yeah.
But more than that, you can win a fucking finger bone of St. Peter.
Yeah.
There are people like that. Who are like, this fictional character, I must know what is in their pants.
Yeah. Does he have a penis? What does it look like? Is it horse-shaped? Why does that one look new?
His head looks like a penis.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, so they're fucking, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah, that wasn't a hard one to see coming.
No.
Oh, did you see that? The poster's getting shrifty.
Yeah, Shrifty Live Jazz. Yeah, his shtick is he shrinks people down that wrong him.
Why does he have to put them in little jars like that weird toy thing that got covered in cum?
Because he takes them home and puts them in his bedroom wall.
So yeah, they are cum jars.
Oh, he puts them in like a little terrarium for humans.
When is this set? Fucking Nintendo or Sega, so like 80s/90s.
One of the next season's episodes is the Solar Opposites almost get an Xbox.
Okay.
So I think it's meant to be kind of modern.
Yeah, but What a weird existential crisis to have.
Yeah, the TV has lied to you. If Frasier isn't real, I'm going to kill myself.
Frasier is a good show, but you should watch it.
Yeah. I've only watched a few episodes, but I'll tell you why. It's because it was on just before South Park, when it was on Channel 4.
Right. By the by, I was talking to the audience when I said you should watch it.
Yeah. It's a communal you. You should all watch it.
So, what's the deal? Is he going to be a fucking psychopath?
Most likely.
Well, you've watched it, Rick.
It's the first episode, and it's the one that's been the longest time since I have watched it.
Fair point. The furry creature immediately going, you guys aren't going to fuck me, right?
Yeah, he already knows about Earth culture enough.
Like, if you made a real life Sonic, that would be Sonic's first question. And the first thing you should say is, no, I'm not going to fuck you. 2, please don't Google yourself.
Man, I always remember the fucking God of War shamed pets of I Googled myself despite being told not to.
Yes.
Man, Mr. Phone Bucket is really uncomfortable right now.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, they do. Oh boy.
Still not timing her.
Yep, still not timing it. I do love the juxtaposition of swearing with things that are clearly child language. Oh shit, she's gonna tattle.
Yeah.
Or calling someone a motherfucking clod or something.
Oh, he's going to have a gay threesome. Oh, now he's got a suit shirt.
Yeah. A suit t-shirt. I do love the suit t-shirt. I think it's actually kind of like crosses the line twice. Trashy and classy.
I guess. Yeah, that's a fucked up mindset to have. This is gonna end up with them either 1, fucking him quite literally, or 2, fucking him quite figuratively.
I think he actually degrades over time or something. And that's kind of part of the problem.
Maybe. Oh, that's gross.
Oh, yeah, they sweat little stress things.
Is that an American thing?
I think so.
Because, like, we had showers in the gym changing room at secondary school, but people literally just used it to wash mud off their fucking knees because playing football sucks.
Well, in ours, people tended to go in their shorts.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was just you just clean your legs because that's the only bit that was dirty.
Yeah. Oh, well, it was like pits and muddy bits.
Ah. I didn't even notice.
No, neither did I until they pointed it out.
So are there little stress sweat monsters going to invade their home?
I think they just mostly die.
Oh, goodness.
But they do make a mutant red one that's like 1 in a million and will try and kill the person that made it. So that's their motivation to not get stressed and not sweat stress monsters.
Okay. He's wearing the Dick Wolf shirt again.
Yep.
What monstrosity are they going to make? That's gross. Kill it! Kill it!
Put your sin in me. Oh no.
Put it down! Put it down! Man, if ever there was an argument for abortion. Oh god, I wasn't ready for that.
Oh no, oh no.
Oh, they can't be near each other, eh?
Oh no.
Oh no.
And then it became a Bloodborne boss.
I can't remember a Bloodborne boss being quite that disgusting. Oh, cool. A literal acid vomit.
Yeah.
Now it's time to put her down.
At least his shoes still fit.
Could you imagine filling alcohol up, those up with alcohol?
Yes. There's alcohol out of a fucking gas station sippy cup.
Yeah. Wow, that's really, I was going to say, that's really sweet.
Yeah, it is actually for someone who's being portrayed as a white trash dad.
Yeah. Oh, cool, I was just going to say.
You hit the top like ketchup.
Yeah, well, that's a weird fucking thing, isn't it?
Yeah, you slap the ass and then bits fall out.
But I also don't have ketchup from a jar, so it's always a squeezy bottle.
Sure. Yeah, ditto. Like, I always buy the squeezy bottle, and whenever you want ketchup...
Oh, Jesus Christ, sorry, they're fucking with a brain for pencil.
Yep. Like, whenever I need ketchup, I need, like, a however long lead time to turn it upside down the way that it should be, because other people put it the so-called right way up.
Yeah. That's because that's what they do in restaurants.
Yeah.
So are they a couple?
Yes.
Interesting.
And the two kids are their genetic clones.
Oh, I don't like that idea so much. Just pouring Coke on it, cool. Mind you, I reminded of a story the other day of someone complaining about finding lumpy bits in their Pepsi. So they wrote to PepsiCo and complained and said, this isn't like a rat or something, right? And they got a letter back of Pepsi literally just saying, don't worry, it's not a rat. If it was a rat, it would have fully dissolved and you would never know. So
I also saw something in Immigrant today of someone who'd been given an email.
Oh, that was a horrible one.
We're sorry about your recent order from Shake Shack not being perfect. So we're going to offer you a discount of $0 And they got an entire email just for that.
You should kill this creature, it's clearly in pain.
Yeah, run it over, you got a car.
Well, I wouldn't have said run it over, there's probably a more humane way, but, you know. Yeah, I see what he's doing. He's doing the old yellow thing.
Yep.
That's fucked, bro. He's not going to make it, is he? I feel like that's what the gag's going for. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, no, he does actually get there, yeah.
Ugh.
I thought he was going to dissolve his face.
Yeah, same. That's a great cop-out answer.
Yep.
Yeah, probably. Like, oxygen, for one. Innit?
Yeah, oxygen, nitrous.
Oh, no. That's fucked up. That is a teacher who does not care about her job.
It's also a real good cop-out for listening to someone tell people that she's peeing her pants.
Yeah. He's gonna get shrunk, isn't he?
Yep. So it would seem. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, cool. Looks like they got sponsored by KFC at one point.
Do you remember that time Rick and Morty tried to get a bunch of 3DSs?
Oh, so is this the same thing?
Yeah.
To be fair, I thought it was really funny when Rick and Morty did it, when Rick fucking broke the gag to look at the camera and go, "Hey, Nintendo, send us free stuff."
Yeah.
This is bullshit, you ruined it. It didn't subtitle it, but I heard it.
Yeah.
Oh, so that thing needs to be killed.
Yeah. But they have no problem with it.
Oh, yeah, of course not, because it's helping them.
Yeah.
Man, eating chicken, even bones and all.
Yep.
Not wrong. Why are they making him share with a mouse? Might be a rat.
Yeah, I think the...
Sorry, these ending credits look like Simpsons.
Yeah, they do. It looks like Treehouse of Horror credits, yeah.
Please work. Oh, it did. Wow.
Yeah, mine did as well.
Yeah. So yeah, we're watching cleanups. It said clean fucking on the credits, so my brain auto-completed. It's hot today. We're getting into that period of the podcast, aren't we, Rick, where we're just going to start not making sense sometimes because it's hot.
This is true. And for anyone who's got to this part and also watches the retrospectives, we're going fatal on retrospectives for the interim future while it is hot. Otherwise, you would see a bunch of shirtless, hairy bear men.
Oh, that's sad. Oh, yeah, there's the Rick and Morty vanity card.
Yeah.
But yes, I went. This is sad because they had a little in memory of Mike Mendel. I don't know who that is, but anytime you see something like that in on a show, it's just like, I don't know who you were, but that's sad because you clearly were known and loved by the people who worked on this.
He probably was one of the members of the cast for Rick and Morty as well. But yeah, it's like you say, it's sad when you get a memorial, especially a heartfelt one.
Yes, it's called basic empathy, the thing psychopaths lack.
Yeah. there was an Ask Reddit thread, and it was you're a genie and you can give everybody in the world a fetish. My reply was, I give everyone an empathy fetish. Sorry, psychopaths. And then someone replied to this going, this is stupid. And his name was Not a Serial Killer.
Oh dear.
It just made me giggle.
Yeah, sometimes Reddit has gold. Mostly it's just dickheads.
Yeah.
But yes, that's the end of the first episode of Solar Opposites. What did you think, Rick?
It was fun. I enjoyed seeing things that set things in motion for the rest of the series, and things that get completely forgotten, like the main plot. So, if you didn't catch right at the end, Yummy is putting adults in a terrarium in his wall. That is a thing going forward.
Yeah, I saw one of the environments was just a pile of bullets.
Yep. But yeah, how about you? What do you think?
It was fine. I'm kind of on the fence as to whether I want to continue this or not. The one thing in its favour is the episodes are short.
Yes.
I suppose we should do our usual dissection, kind of on topic. And yeah, favourite moment, Rick?
My favourite moment was the visual gag / spoken out gag of, we're not aliens. Sorry, that's racist. We don't just have ray guns because we're aliens. And Yummy has the ray gun out at that moment. But how about you? What was your favourite moment?
Nothing was bad, but nothing really stood out, shall I say.
Sure, I feel you.
I don't know, man. Gun to head, I'd probably say I quite like the montage with Cool Fun Bucket. That was interesting. Or not interesting, I should say neat. But yeah, we can't only talk about the good, we should probably dwell a little bit on the negatives. So yeah, Rick, weakest link.
I think my weakest link is that the main plot is the one that doesn't actually make any real difference, whereas the subplot is the one that actually goes forward. But even then, it's not really that much of a weak link. It's one of those where the highs and the lows are so close together that you can't really pick much of things that are bad apart from things that are that great, you know? How about you? What was your weakest link?
You. This episode was prefaced with, it's very much like Rick and Morty because it's made by the Rick and Morty people, more or less. And
yeah,
I don't know, I think that set it up to fail in my mind.
Sure.
Because it was different enough for me to not really think that that's what it was fulfilling. However, at the same time, if it was just Rick and Morty light, I would have not liked it.
Sure.
Let's get on to the all-important question, Rick. MVP.
My MVP is going to be Yumulak because he's the one that shrunk down the janitor at the end and sets up the B plot for the rest of the series.
You keep saying B plot. I don't even know what the A plot is.
Well, the A plot is whatever the episode is. The B plot is the wall.
Oh, and that's going to be the B plot for every episode, is it?
Yeah, like there's apart from one episode where it is the A plot,
which is probably going to be the last episode when they find out about it.
No, it goes through two seasons.
Oh.
But yeah, how about you? Who's your MVP?
I'll give it to Green Adult Alien.
Terry. Yeah.
He was oddly endearing.
Yeah, he is. He remains endearing as well. There are very few times when he's the heel of the story.
And I gotta be honest with you, like, it's really funny seeing him constantly wear a t-shirt that just says Dick Wolf.
Yeah.
Which I can't tell if it's meant to be a parody on a character in universe, or if it's just a fucking like, yeah, I'm openly homosexual.
Oh, they definitely are.
Oh, I assume these aliens, considering how they reproduce, don't actually have junk, so that's kind of a moot point.
Yeah, even though they're at each other's throat all the time, they still love each other and have physical relationships and all that. As far as I'm aware, these aliens choose a gender upon hitting puberty, which is how Jessie can be a girl while being a direct clone of Terry.
Or, you know, that could just be an arbitrary, this is what I am, as opposed to what they actually are, because, again, these appear to be, as you said, based on potatoes, and therefore don't have junk, so they can be whatever the fuck they say they want to be.
Yeah, fair enough.
And it has no consequences, and no one can argue with it, because there's no dick or vagina, and therefore people don't need to get hung up on it like they do in real life. But yeah, that's the end of our Solar Opposites episode, and yeah, if you enjoyed what you saw and you're watching on YouTube, leave us a comment down below. If you're not watching on YouTube, but instead listening via one of our many audio platforms, feel free to send us an email. where would they send said email to, Rick?
nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com. Once again, that is nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com.
And what else is there to say, really? If you made it this far, thanks for watching. And our very quick heads up about next week. It is the London MCM, which means I'm not going to be available to record the podcast, so that's going to be a pre-recorded episode for y'all, and we hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely. So keep yourself safe and keep yourself happy, and we'll see you all again next time.
Bye!